Hey, this is Steve from Bellacore, and you're watching Metal Anthology. Tabakna.
Oh, you know some words in French.
Oh, no, I've just learned.
Just learned. How the tour is going on right now? First tour in North America.
Loving it so far.
Yeah.
Very busy. But really good crowds. Strong merch sales, which is helping us to feel, like it's not going to be a failure of the tour. It's been really supported. I think we're 8 shows in. Today's the 9th, so sort of halfway through the tour.
Okay.
This is our first show in Canada ever today.
Yeah.
So we had the border crossing this morning, but very excited for tonight. It's a beautiful venue.
Totally.
Yeah.
And tomorrow in Montreal. I'll be there as well.
Wonderful.
And it's a nice place to be.
Well, tomorrow is big. I think it's
Greenfield Theatre.
Yeah, 930 sold out show. So
yeah,
very big.
Here the capacity is like 1100.
Yeah.
But it's not sold out like in Montreal because that show was announced after. Correct. Because the ticket selling was going so well in Montreal. Yeah. They tried to have another date in Quebec, so
exactly
that's cool.
Yeah. No, tomorrow night's going to be really exciting, but tonight I think it'll still be a pretty good crowd.
Oh. Just shut that. Oh yeah, these passionate people that will be there, and the merch sale will be great too.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, it's always great. In Quebec and Montreal, people are going crazy for the merch. If you don't go to the merch like early before the show or during the show, you will not get anything.
Well, it's good to hear this. We had sold out of most merch yesterday.
Okay.
So we had a new delivery today, and we were very nervous, and it has come, which is good.
Great.
But yeah, really thrilled with the response.
That's so nice. And how about the length of the set list? Because you were having 4 bands total, I think, in the run of the US. Tonight is just 2 bands. So you start, Solemn Vision will play at 8, and you after probably around 9, I guess?
Yeah, 9:15.
9:15?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of variety. We've had shows on this tour with 5 bands.
Oh, yeah, up to 5.
And we've had just the 2. So there's a lot of show-by-show change as to how the set looks and the length of the night. We're playing a fairly long set, like by our standards. It's a long set, like an hour 20, an hour 30.
Because the songs are so long.
Yeah, once you play 9 of our songs, you're pushing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It's getting close to that. Wow.
Yeah, I guess so. Do we have a chance to have 10 songs tonight?
Check with the guys. So George is the one we have to win over.
Okay.
He's always looking after his vocal cords.
It's a shame he's not here.
I know. So if you can see him before the show, you should try to twist his arm.
Yeah.
He's the guy that says, look, we need to be careful, probably just for his voice.
Yeah, absolutely. Because playing an instrument is one thing, but play with your chords and to play every single night when you're not that used to that.
Correct.
Because you're not doing like a tour around the world every single year.
For us, we went, I think, 2 years between live shows of any sort.
Yeah,
so
it's long cycles.
It's a new learning curve when we're in a good groove now, but the start of the tour takes a while to get back into that mode. But yeah, George's vocals are holding up really well so far.
Are you hoping, guys, to play more shows in the future, or it's just a one-shot deal to play a longer tour like that?
So 2023 was our first time doing a headlining international tour in Europe. Went really well, and this is our second and first in America, Canada. So I think the signs are that we can do it and they can be a success. So the question is now just using our leave at work. Not wasting all our leave on other things so we can tour every year or 2. And we've always been a band that needs to write music or play live and not do both. We don't have the time in our week to do both. So when we get home from the tour, we'll turn off our live mode and go back into writing the rest of the album.
Yeah, I think I read online that you will go back to some writing sessions right after that tour.
Yeah, we go home. I think 2 or 3 weeks later, we play some Australian shows, 3 of them.
Okay.
And then that'll be it. We probably won't play live for who knows how long.
At least a year.
Yeah. We'll go back into finishing. We've written about half the album.
Okay. Half is written.
Yeah. And we'll go back to try to finish that off and record it. So it'll be a little while.
how's the songwriting process is going right now? You say, are you going to the same progressive style? Because I think with every single release, it gets even more progressive. The first maybe two releases, already the songs were quite long, but it's not exactly the same kind of songwriting. I think you are fine tuning the progressive elements.
Yeah.
I will say, because if I compare to the second album, Stone's Reach, there's long songs, but there's a lot of ideas in there.
Yeah.
If I compare to, for example, Smoke of Many Fires, there's not that many ideas. But,
Probably 6 different musical riffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they are presented in a very gradually, and it's changing constantly. So that's one thing that and sometimes for one riff, there's 4 or 5 different drum parts.
Yeah.
And the arrangement will change, will evolve. I really like that. It's way more progressive, obviously. So it's, there's a real nice fluidity between every single ideas. So tell me a little bit about that songwriting evolution of the band.
It's quite a hard one for us to pin down. So we sort of, album to album, will respond to what we liked and didn't like on the previous album and albums. So I think we want to try to find the balance between the really catchy, riff-driven, Breath and Bone, Stone's Reach style, and maybe the Vessel's coherence slightly more aggressive. Find the middle ground, I think. So I'm craving riffs and I'm craving melodies. I think coherence, I think coherence was very good, but it was probably the most hard to describe. It was probably less bright and less melodic in some ways than our previous albums.
You're talking about the last album,
Yes.
Sorments.
So it was slightly darker. So it's a darker album.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to trying to write a lot of really catchy melodies. And then we also want to try and maybe even have a song or two that is slightly shorter. So
that will be a great idea.
yeah, so like a few of the really long ones. And
More punchy. And
a couple of really punchy. Because when we're playing live, if you have 60 minutes or 80 minutes to build a set list, and you're forced to pick from 8, 9, and 10-minute songs almost totally, you're very limited. Whereas if we have a few 4 or 5 minute sort of single style, like still be a Bellicona song, but just be a little bit shorter, that would give us more flexibility live as well. But yeah, it's going well. Excited. The riffs are in my head. Sometimes George plays them in soundcheck, the new riffs, and that's cool. I want to hear that. You know, I'm excited to hear them come together into songs. Going really well.
Who's writing the music in the band? It's a contribution by all members, but I think it's more maybe Sean Sykes and George, Cosmos, and you.
Not quite. Probably George and myself.
Oh, so Sean is just adding the leads after the skeleton of the songs, or
Sean has written, on most of our albums, he's written 2, 3, 4 riffs, 5 riffs. And he writes his solos a lot of the time. George and I probably write the bulk of the other riffs, and I'll write them on computer or piano, but then they might become a guitar riff.
Oh, so you're writing guitar riffs from piano.
Yeah, and sometimes they're hard to play because I didn't, they're not written on a guitar. So George will tell me, or Sean will tell me, look, you've written a weird riff here. I'm going to try and play it. But then what we do is we come together as a group and we listen and talk, and it's very democratic. So if 2 people love the riff but 3 don't love it, it won't go in the song. If 1 person hates the riff, it won't go in the song. So it's very much discussed, and then it's like a jigsaw puzzle and lots of time, piecing them together and maybe changing the key that they're in. Just lots of time to see what fits with what and build a song from there. And then the lyrics come at the very end.
Okay.
Once the song is written.
It really feels like that because you're taking a lot of time with every release, and you take 1 more year every single release. Because when you release Coherence, I said a comment that the next album will be out in 2027.
And we were like, no, of course it won't. But it might be.
And I put all the years in 2007, the Frail Tide, 2009,
2, 3, 4, 5,
5, and then 6.
So
And
we don't want that with the place.
that's what you said, but we are in 2025, and I don't expect a release before the end of 2026 for sure.
To be fair, I think we're going to be finishing it until mid 2026, recording till the end of 2026, and releasing in 2027.
I know.
That's my goal. I hope we can do it. And it's embarrassing that it's a 6-year gap, like it should be.
It's not embarrassing because it's always quality music, and I think your ideas are maturing a lot. So I guess you start to write a song, you rehearsed it, you choose some riffs, reject others, and then a few months later you will come back. Oh, we'll add this idea, throughout that one. And the songs are probably evolving a lot. I'd be so thrilled to hear like first demos of first version of some of the songs.
So do you think we should do that? Because I know some bands release, B-sides or demos. We've never done that before.
Oh my god.
Do you like to see that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy nice for all the fans, I'm sure.
The other idea I've had, I don't know if we should do it, but we've got 50 or 60 riffs in like 8-bit mode. Like,
Oh yeah, like Nintendo.
yeah, when I write them on a old software, we could even put that out. Here's a bunch of riffs.
Yeah. Do like
The riff that didn't make it, or the riff that became something else. Whatever that would be.
totally. You see the genesis of the ideas, and I'm sure people will dig that. And some of the ideas that were in the song and were not on the album version, sometimes people will say, "What the fuck? That riff is so good," but for a reason or another,
It's been held off.
yeah, exactly. So it will be very interesting. Yari Manpa did that with Winter Sun. When you release Time 2, it took like 18 years.
Yes.
But at least he released a bunch of other material,
B-side.
demos. Yeah, totally. It was so worth it in a way.
Took a few crowdfunding.
You don't do that.
A few of them. No, it's fine.
That's cool. Okay. So now I'm getting more into how you write your songs, and I was really interested about that. So next, you have a lot of piano transition, a lot of acoustic part transition. I think more and more into when we get further into the albums. Will you do that even more on the next album, or because I think the transition are so slick. It's not like you play a riff and it cuts razor sharp and then there's another riff. There's always the presentation of the next riff. And I think what distinguishes the band the most is the way you are writing. The transition is so nice.
Well, the guy in the band that's best at that is John. So while he may not create as many new riffs from
The bass player?
Yeah.
You were with him.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Correct.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at first because he had long hair on the photos that I saw in the past.
Yes, but he's really good at connecting riffs, suggesting a way to exit a riff that's a bit different, that gets you towards where you're going. That's one of the reasons we benefit from having this all together. So the riffs come wherever they come, but you come together, and those ideas actually really connect the pieces together in John's brand. I think we'll keep having that variety. I think it's music. You need that variety of ebb and flow, acoustic, heavy. But we don't have a set rule. Like the songs tend to dictate. You have to be led by the music.
Totally. Creativity and not try to write something really specific.
Yeah, if you premeditate too much, then you'll be not responding to when an idea comes naturally. So guided by the riffs, I think.
Totally.
Yeah.
Maybe you could try to add acoustic passages on top of hard riffs. It goes hard, but there's still...
There's a little one of them on Valence at the end, I think.
I know.
Subtle. That is,
yeah. And I really like that. And the only style that I see that kind of mix is in black metal.
Yeah.
They will...
I think Agalock does it quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
Totally.
I also like how they do heavy with clean guitars, clean electric guitars.
Yeah. That's
Very nice. Very nice. Maybe use a bit of that too.
Yeah, yeah, that's it's just an idea that popped into my head
Yeah.
at the moment. So really nice. Your influences as a musician. You're in the band since the very beginning. I think 2006. First album 2007. What were your biggest influence at the time and right now? The bands you are looking up, old or new, I don't care.
Well, when we started, we all worshipped the Morning Rise album by Opeth,
Oh yeah,
and we still do.
very underrated.
Yeah, amazing. So we were all pretty obsessed with that. We were listening to the first 5 albums by In Flames a lot, maybe 5 or 6, up to Claymate.
Up to Clayton. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the goal area.
Yeah, and then shortly after that, I was really getting into Agalloch myself, and we all liked Dark Tranquility as well.
Agalloch, your Pale Folklore,
Yeah,
and
Ashes
so
Against the Grave.
Ashes Against the
Those three.
Those 3 hours. I saw that as well.
Yeah, so I think if you take those influences, but then earlier, like George and I, when we were young, we both liked Queen.
Yeah.
And Queen has a lot of very clear, like twin guitar, octavized melodies. Like we both love that stuff. So
And the tone,
yeah,
Brian May is
Yeah.
totally out of this world, especially for the 70s.
yeah,
It was crazy. Like there was just Boston doing
no, it's
something in the same.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Queen, Pink Floyd, probably from pre-metal or non-metal influences when we were younger, and then Opeth, In Flames, when we were starting, or Agalloch. And then I think within the band there's quite a variety. George goes for the heavier stuff, like quite brutal stuff as his other area. Whereas I
Brutal Death or Tech
like
Death?
Bloodbath.
Oh, Bloodbath, yeah.
Yeah, that sort of heavier sound.
Yeah, Swedish band.
He even likes like Cannibal Corpse and some of that stuff. We all like Gojira. Animals as Leaders, myself.
Oh, yeah.
Animals as Leaders. So like
That's
there's still
impressive.
variety beyond the basic melody.
Very proggy in general.
Bit proggy, always melodic. It needs to be melodic still, and riff driven.
Yeah, what you said, Dark Tranquility. There's a something that we hear in about every song of Belacor is the way, the kind of riff, the fast
You
riff.
know what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of picking and sometimes a lot of string skipping.
Yep.
So I really love those riffs, and I'm really with every releases I was like, the way they are presenting, we know that they will bring that kind of riff, but the way you're presenting it, it's always changing
Yeah.
and always creative. And I'm like, what the fuck? They always find a new way to
Yeah.
bring that kind of
Yeah.
ideas, and
Yeah.
it's so nice. And I
Yeah.
hope you will continue that
I
way.
think we will. There's a few of them already on the new album that are in my head, and they're usually written by George. He's very good at the string skipping, fast. There's a melody peeked out among
Yeah.
the riff. Like the Abeyance. There's a riff in Abeyance. It's a lot like that. So there'll be 1 or 2 or 3 of them for sure on the new album. We don't want to drop them.
No.
Yeah.
It's a part of the DNA of the band. So really wish there will be tons of them. You talked about guitar solos. There's not a lot of probably real guitar solos in Belacor. It's more melodies.
Yes.
On the first album, there was few guitar solos on I think 3 songs like North
Trey has one.
Trice and Natural Apostasy.
Yes.
There's real solos, and then on the second album you have on Venaton. There's
Yes.
two
And there might
solos.
be one in Held and Hollows,
Yeah,
but
The
not
short
really on the
one.
whole album.
but all the other song there's no solos, and I think you just wanted to concentrate on a memorable
Yeah.
lead guitar playing or melody on the piano. It will be good to have I think some more solos,
Yeah.
even if it's not necessarily something you're aiming at, but
I think Sean, when we started, I think he was especially keen on Metallica.
oh,
So I think those earlier solos are quite Kirk Hammett influenced.
Pentata.
Yeah. And I don't think he is super keen to keep making that sort of solos. So I like more solos too. I'd like there to be a few more because I enjoy them.
Wow.
So I'll have to talk to Sean and see if we can make sure he's keen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes on some songs there's like transition. I think it's on a sit on Ember's Arc. There's a melody, but it's almost a solo. It's like a lead, but that changed a lot, and then it switched into another part of the song. I think that way is good too. It's not necessarily the need to have shredding in a song, and it's not the DNA of Belacor.
Yeah.
But I think it's great.
Yeah.
Do you know something? I probably don't
Tell
know.
me.
Because the pronunciation of the band is Belacor. Is it
Yeah.
exactly like
Well, yes. Belacor.
Belacor?
Yeah.
In French, when we say Belacor,
Mm.
it means beautiful chords.
People have told us this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And it's really cool. Like,
in France, probably.
yeah, I think on Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook.
People have mentioned it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Um,
I thought I was bringing something new. Fuck.
well, we can redo it and I'll
I'm
say,
late
wow.
to the party. I never heard of
Yeah,
that.
no, look, that's a cool thing. And obviously there's also the Warhammer thing where when we picked the name, I think Belacor was a very sort of minor character in the game.
Okay.
And we were,
Fuck.
yes,
Yeah, I got it.
we were told that at the time, you know, it was a non-thing, a very minor character. But I think there was a relaunch of Belacor by Games Workshop in recent years. So it became a bigger character. So now, a bit of a shame, you know, if you Google Belacor, it's 50% the band, 50% the character. Because when we started, it was a little bit of just us, but not a huge deal.
Such a unique name. I tell
Too
them.
late to change it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to change that. It's quite unique. I like the name of the band. There's no bad song to the whole discography. I think so, and I'm not shy to say that album was on par,
Yeah.
subpar, I would say. But every single album is great. I think my favorite is definitely Vessels
Oh, really?
and Stone's Reach.
Yeah.
Almost equal,
Cool.
because I know the band since the very first song.
Yeah. No Shadow?
Yeah.
The time? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, it's like a dark tranquility, more progressive, and a lot of hooks, a little bit like In Flames at the same time. And
And that little bridge to me is Agalloch style. Like
yeah,
that little acoustic thing early on to me was like Agalloch inspired. Definitely In Flames, early In Flames, like the intro is very.
the first riff,
Yeah.
first melody.
Yeah. No, it's a good song. It's one of the songs we play live still. It's probably the only one off that album we play live.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's in tonight's set. It might be. Can't remember.
there you go. Anyway, I will be very satisfied with any of the songs, to be truly honest. But I saw the set list evolve during the and. Yeah, maybe I will pick that one instead of that one, but I will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
I think you have a great set list. You play the main song like Abeyance, Venator, Countless Skies, Smoke of Many Fires.
I think after waiting so long to come here, we definitely needed to play a wide.
Sun's Delusion.
Yeah, like across all the albums,
Yeah.
make sure some of the big ones, but just a bit of a spread. We didn't want to just come and only play off 2 albums.
No. It's okay. There's 5 albums. They have to be represented, not every single line necessarily, but I think the last 4 are the strongest. The first one was really good with a better production.
Yeah, we don't think the first one's like, you know, it's good for what it was at the time, but it's not an album I listen to very much, because if I do listen to it, I would hear the things about it I would change.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think overall we're proud of everything we've done, and given that was the debut album, it's great. Like, we're happy with it. But we would change things now if we did it again.
That's cool. So, you want to say anything to the fans that will watch that interview? Because we will close this thing since you have to get ready for the show.
I think the main thing has just been how incredible Canada has been for us with ticket sales. Like, it's I think 5 of the 17 shows of this tour are in Canada, but like 52% of all ticket sales in Canada.
Oh, wow.
So Canada has really amazed us, and obviously Montreal shocked us with the sellout and then bigger venue and then selling that It's just great. Like, we feel very appreciated by the Canadians and connected. So thank you to all the people watching, and we appreciate it.
Great, and I think we don't want to wait 18 years because since the very first album, I was like, I hope they will come one day.
Yeah.
And I saw some shows in Europe, and but I didn't want to spoil me too much. You know, I like to live the real experience, so I didn't check many songs like maybe two.
I'm always interested when people go into detail and study all the set lists, and because if I'm coming to a show, I want to be surprised. I don't
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
want
I could have do that for Bellacore as well, but I was so intrigued which song will be played and how long will be the set list. And and you played Prague Power as well. There was just time for 6 songs, I think.
We had 1 hour, and unfortunately, we had quite a big technical.
That's why.
So we were due to start at 5, got to 5:02, and 2 things weren't working, which is really unusual. And so I think we started 10 minutes late. It was quite stressful because there was no way to push back our set. It was just the set was just shrinking.
Oh shit!
But we got to play 50 minutes. I think we played 6 songs with 0 gaps. We just played them.
Play.
Yeah, and just got in time, which made it a good set. I think 6 is more than we would play at a European festival. More than we would play at Summer Breeze or whatever. So still gave the people that were there, hopefully, a good show.
Probably. Yeah. Hey, thank you for your time. It was really interesting.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your support and the chat. It's been great.
Great. Ciao, everyone. Hey, that was nice.
Really good. Thank you. Very, very professional. It's very calm.